In person again.
Yeah.
Finally.
You did Zoom, right?
Yep.
Zoom one time.
On the laptop.
Is that weird?
I don't know. A little bit.
Matt, how you guys have been a couple practices into fall camp. What have you seen so far, and what's been kind of the attitude among the team?
You know, I've seen a lot of guys just trying to get after it, push themselves, push through pain, and learn every play or learn every practice, progress every practice. And Coach Malzahn always talks about a count on me attitude. So that's what we're doing out there. Everyone, you want to be able to be counted on by all your teammates. The way you perform on and off the field. Doing everything right. So that's a team-wide attitude right now for sure.
With a veteran group like this, talk about the communication and just knowing the tendencies of those guys that you've been around for a while.
Yeah, so like on the offensive line? Yeah. So, we have, 6 guys that took a bunch of reps last year and a bunch of other guys with experience. And, we're all close and have experience playing together. And it's great that it is that way because the communication, obviously we always over-communicate, but at the same time, we're on the same page. We know what we're going to do, kind of how we're going to react to stuff. We're just used to it for how many reps we've played together. So it definitely helps a lot with our cohesiveness as a unit.
Matt, today was the first day in Shells. What was that like? And was there anything extra you noticed about guys out there now that they're in Shells and stuff?
The energy was great. The first, when you're not in pads, you ain't hitting, a little bit, but not really. But today we actually got to get after it. Real team periods, real reps, a lot of them, and guys were high energy, flying around, trying to hit each other, smack each other, and drive people off the ball, and it was great. It was a great time.
Matt, I know 4 of the offensive linemen are, you guys are pretty entrenched. I know everyone's still got to earn it this camp, but there is one spot. I guess left tackle. I know Brett Bell has been there. That's a big camp for him or Ed or whoever's going to earn that job. Just what have you seen from that position and maybe about Brett? Because I know he kind of elevated himself there in the spring.
Brett, since the spring, he's really turned it on. He's an older guy. He's got a lot of college experience and some experience playing, and he's really starting to put it all together, understand everything, go out there. Physicality, he's bigger, he's stronger after the offseason with Coach Dawson, and he's really getting after it. His attitude's great, and I'm looking forward to him for sure.
Matt, obviously you're very familiar with Dylan, your relationship with Dylan, friendship with him. What have you seen from him from year 2 to year 3 this offseason, what kind of his development, not just physically and on the field, but also in the leadership role?
He seems, more like a veteran now, and like you said, his leadership's developed a lot. Last year was the second year, and he still was in a leadership role, but now he's in like a full-on team leader. People are counting on him to be the guy, the quarterback, and he brings that to work every day, whether we're in the meeting room, whether we're lifting, whether outside running, at 6 a.m. in the summer, he's always getting after it, or out on the field. He's always motivating us, making sure we're on our stuff, and being that leader that we need for sure.
Matt, you mentioned Coach Dawson, strength and conditioning, obviously huge over the summer. What have you noticed about maybe your body, and what do you like about the way he coaches strength and conditioning in the weight room?
Coach Dawson's great. He, every time we're in the weight room, he's going to coach you hard, but he's going to coach you right. He really cares about you, and we squat all the time. That's probably the thing we do the most. It's multiple times a week we're going to be hitting legs, and I love that because let's see, legs. I love to have a big squat, be able to move guys off the ball, and he just knows what he's doing. He's got his programs. His attitude's perfect. He knows how to push guys, get guys motivated to go do the hard work, and I'm enjoying him a lot.
For you, what's the most challenging part of the early days of practice in a camp?
I don't know if anything sticks out like crazy, but probably just getting back into it. It's been however many months since we've been, in pads playing football. So I guess you could say that, but nothing really sticks out for me that's crazy hard at the start. I'd like to, come in prepared, my mind on right and my attitude right, and try to do everything like I would if I've been doing it for a month. But yeah.
Matt, you were talking about how much you love to squat. What are you squatting right now? What did it get up to during the summer?
Oh, I don't know, like 550, 560 or something. I could have done a little more.
Is that the tops of the team, or is that up there? Because I think it was Clea Davis said you were kind of like a squat king when we talked to him early July.
Me and Josh McMullen. Katie squats a lot. Sam can squat a good amount. Sam Jackson, a couple other guys, but I think me and Josh are at the top. Yeah.
Matt, obviously you got a new offensive line coach in Herb Hand. What have you guys kind of seen from him, and what kind of things have you kind of maybe done differently during this camp or during the summer workout to kind of get yourself prepared for the season?
Coach Hand brings a great energy every day. He coaches us hard, but he, like I said, really cares about us, really cares about our development and us as people. And he's a guy that you want to play for, like you want to do the right stuff for. You want to please him. Just the energy he brings every day, how he coaches us, the care he shows, makes me personally, like, I want to go out there and go hard for him as well as my teammates.
Man, there's a lot of new names at running back, so whoever it ends up being, we're going to have to get used to them. No more Otis, Greg, Bino, those guys. So how's that position been looking? Has anyone kind of stood out to you in the early going?
I think RJ and Isaiah Bowser have been. RJ was in the spring doing a good job, and he still is now. And Isaiah came in the summer, and he's a big dude, big back, big power back. He can hit guys, and I'm looking forward to seeing him, when we get to the season and whatnot, playing, because I think he's going to do some special stuff for us.
Now, when you're in practice lining up against guys on the defensive line, who's one of your favorite guys to talk with or go against, or who's one of the hardest guys to battle with, I guess?
Interior, I love going against KD just because he's got a great combination of power and speed. He's got quick hands. He comes off the ball quick. And it's great just because he brings a lot of stuff to the table that helps me develop because, it's not a one-dimensional guy. He's got multiple different skills he can use in his bag and helps me develop. So KD, I like going against Ricky Barber. I've gone against a couple times now. He just got here. I'm looking forward to him. I think he's going to be good. And Montalvo, like always, motor like crazy, but, strong dude. Love going against him. And I don't, I guess, personally go against him that much, but Big Cat has been getting after it. Crazy motor, his effort's crazy. It's, I'm looking forward to him too.
From your vantage, what are the biggest changes in the offense from last season?
Specifically, I'm not exactly sure, because I don't really focus on the pass that much, so that's kind of all out of my head. But I love the offense we run, the combos we do, and understanding what we're trying to achieve from plays. Coach Malzahn and Coach Hand like to explain, not just what you're doing, but why we're doing it, what we're trying to get out of it, even though it might not be exactly necessary for you to know to perform your assignment. But it's good to know the whole scope of things and what everyone's trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish as a unit.
Matt, how much, obviously, you're a veteran yourself in the position you're at. What did you want to see from yourself out of this fall camp, and what would you like to improve on and you feel like you get better at?
Everything. You can never be good enough at anything. So just keep getting after it every day, go as hard as I can, give 100% effort, and, lock in the meeting room and just progress every single day and go into the season with that same attitude, ready to win games.
Matt, what are your expectations for this season? Obviously, we talked to media day, guys are talking about winning the conference and stuff. I know you're focused right now on the day-to-day at camp. But do you look at big picture of this season? What do you want to accomplish?
I want to win the conference for sure. Get after it every game, win every game we go to, and win the American Conference.
Also, that's great.
Good. Sweet. Thank you, guys.